Morning YouTubers, and welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, in this episode we're going to be doing the Monarch Celeriac and the Blanching Celery. Now I did say the celery was Monarch in one of the clips, but it's not. Getting confused. However, what we try to do, we try to empty the greenhouses so we can get his tomatoes sorted out. Now I've already put the tomatoes in one greenhouse. I'm going to show you that in another video because we've got to do this greenhouse yet as well. So what we're doing, we're trying to get all the plants out now, and we've got some celery and, like I say, the self-blanching variety, and this celeriac called Monarch, and it's really good. It's doing fantastic, and what we decided to do was, rather than leave it a little bit longer and it starts to deteriorate, we'll get them out. We're short on space. However, yesterday we planted some celery out. We did 18 of them. I've got a little clip here to show you, so I'm going to roll that clip now. Some of the celeriac and celery out today. This is the celeriac, which is doing wonderfully. And this is the celery, which is also doing wonderful. We need to get them out, so I'm going to be planting a few of these out just to create a bit of space for other things. So that's what we're doing. We're going to crack on with the celeriac and celery. I'll be putting the celery in. It's a bit lumpy at the moment, and that's due to the fact that we've had no rain in about 4 weeks, and the soil is really, look at that soil, that's wood, but it's gone like concrete, some of it. But I'll show you when we get further down, it's perfectly fine. And if I just dig down here, you can see it's lovely and damp, and it breaks up, but it's bit crumbly on the top, as you can see, but that celery won't mind. So we're going to get a few rows in. So we've got my piece of wood with the marks on it, and we're putting 6 in a row. Now we're going to do a couple of rows of these, probably 3 rows of celery. We always find the outside ones get a bit tatty, but the ones on the inside are absolutely perfect. The rain does take its toll on them after a while, but yeah, these look absolutely wonderful. So we're going to get them in now, and equally space them out, and we'll be good to go, I think. Again, perfect roots. So you just seen me do a row, so we're gonna continue. We're gonna put another 2 rows in here, and we'll be right back. trick is water the plant. Don't water all around it. All you're doing when you're doing that is making weeds come up. That's why you very rarely see weeds in my plot, because I'm only watering the actual plant itself. Like I say, celery loves a lot of water, so we're going to give these a good soaking. So there we go, all watered, and I've got, can see great things happening with them. We're going to put a few more celery in different places in the beds. We'll squeeze them in, because we do like celery. So the next thing to do is to put nets on them. You see, we've got some canes there with bottles on, and we put the net over them, and then we've put the net around the perimeter to, to stop anything getting in there. And yeah, these self-blanching celery should do really well. I think they're called Monarch, if I'm not mistaken, but they do like lots of water, so good watering in, guys, good watering in, and you should be good to go. Anyway, that's the first of them done, so let's crack on. So as you see, celery, that was, put the nets over that. Now we took the nets off the garlic, and well, the foxes had ideas of grandeur, and right at the very front of the bed, which has got the, I think it's Casablanca, the little buggers decided they was going to have a bit of a romp in the garlic, and they flattened some of it. So what I've done is I've removed that garlic. I didn't want to remove it, I wanted to leave it for a few more weeks yet, but anyway, I've taken it out, and what we're going to do is put the celeriac in there. Now let's show you this garlic. It's not all that bad actually. I'm a bit niffed about the garlic, having to take it out, but not bad garlic that at the end of the day. So I take that now, stick it in, take them home. They won't last long. Being a stir fry, one or two of them tonight, I tell you. But yeah, there's a nice crop of garlic. Bit soon for my liking, but nonetheless, it's not too bad, and I can live with that. Right, anyway, first of all, what I've got to do now is got to go and give these a good cleaning. We use these over and over again, so that's what I'm going to do, give them a good cleaning now, and the tray, so they can be used again. All about recycling, guys. I've had about 3 or 4 uses out of these over the last 8 months, and as long as you look after them, be gentle with them, and you can use them over and over again, as you see. So we're going to give them a good cleaning. So as you can see, there's some decent garlic there. The whole street will be stinking of garlic later. In fact, the allotment's stinking of it now. But yeah, we're taking them home, and we're giving them to all the neighbours in the street, and obviously to all my family. And obviously, I'm not going to give them all away, but I'll be giving a few away to my friends and what have you. We do it all the time. In fact, once they know they've got the garlic, they'll be there. However, we've only took a small proportion out, so that left me with a bed where I could put my celeriac. Now, when I put the fork into it, the fork wouldn't even go into it. So, after about 15 minutes of back breaking work, we managed to break the soil down to a finer tilth, and that's where I take up the video, giving it a bit of a hoe, and then I'm going to show you me planting the Monarch Celeriac, and tell you a bit more about it when we're down there. So let me show you this video and we'll be back after that. Well, here we are, we're just breaking this up. It's very dry. If you hit it, it crumbles, but you know, we don't particularly like it. It's very, very dry, so we'll be giving this a good soaking when we put the celeriac in. And you get hold of the soil here, and you get a crunch. Just, you know. Okay, that bloody clay. That's what I had to fight all the way through this plot. Was big boulders of clay. But now it just crumbles up, so you know. There we go. Now then, now to get the celeriac and get it planted. So these are the celeriac, and these are the ones what are called Monarch. I'm getting confused with the celery. The celery are just self-blanching, but the Monarch, these are absolutely wonderful. I mean, just look at the foliage there. They look ever so much like celery, but I assure you, these are the celeriac. And I've got 15 of these, and we're going to put 3 rows of 5 into this bed, but we've just prepped. I'm going to be giving them a really good soaking. This soil desperately needs a good soaking. So not only am I going to water the plant itself, I'm going to actually water every inch of this piece of soil that I've turned over. Because it's like, I look at this, it's damp, it's breaking up. I mean, it's good soil, don't get me wrong, but it's very dry. So I'm going to give it a really good soaking. This celeriac can thank me for it as well. But it'll be the only time I will soak the whole bed. After that, it's just soaking the actual plants. And as you can see, they're absolutely sodden. But I'm still going to water them in. So let's. I'm just going to got my wood here, my trusty piece of wood. I'm just going to line them up where I'm going to be putting them. Probably something like that. So we'll probably grow them about a foot apart. And well, we're going to crack on. So I'm going to set the camera up, and we'll get doing this now. Okay, let's crack on. First celery there went in. So I just use my hands to put these in. Yeah, the ground is very, very dry, so I'll be careful how I do this. So we're doing, like I say, look at that, how it just bone dry, so definitely going to be giving these a good watering in. As you can see, good root system there. Just tease them out a bit, like that. So that's the first row in. We don't chuck these away, guys. We give them a wash and we use them over and over and over and over again. So, on to the next row. Just a simple case of moving the board. And away we go. So, like I say, this is the Celeriac, and we're giving it a good watering in now. And we really are going to give them a good watering. Some netting on. Should just keep the foxes off anyway. Fingers crossed it does. But yeah, it's just encroaching on the garlic there and making the garlic bend, but I can live with that. The garlic's not going to be in there much longer. Another couple of weeks and we'll have it out. But yeah, there's the Celeriac, guys. All 15 of them, looking really, really good. So this is the Monarch Celeriac, and this is the self-blanching celery. Never the twain shall meet. So we've got 15 of them in. We put a net over them, hopefully it'll keep the foxes off, the buggers. And we normally just water the plants. That's when you look on my plot, you don't see many weeds. It's because we only water the plants. We don't water the beds. That's a lot of people make a lot of mistakes when they're doing the watering. They water everything, and what you should do is target the plant. The rows, you see them like water, they just wet the surface of the water, and if you were to wipe, you to move the soil back, you'd probably find that the water's penetrated about 5 milli. Well, that's no good. What you want to do, take the rows off, and you want to let the water flow out of the end of the watering can, and give them a good bath in water. Plants will thank you for it. And if you direct it at the plant and not around it, you won't get the weeds as much. And leave yourself a space where you can get the hoe in, and you'll never have to bend down to pick a weed up. Okay, on the odd occasion you might see me pull a weed out in sheer horror, but it's a damn sight easier than water and everything and having to pull the weeds up, so bear that in mind when you're watering your cabbages and everything else. Last thing, the trays that we used, what we had, the little coffee cups, we didn't throw them away after we've used them. What we've done, we've washed them, we took them up to the tap, we gave them a good cleaning, and we're going to be using them again. I've used them about 3 or 4 times, them little pots, and like I say, they're absolutely fantastic. I think you get about 100 for 80p in Poundland, and all you do is get a pair of scissors, snip the corners as I was showing you in the little clip. Or did I show you the clip? If I haven't, I'll show it you now, but if I have shown you the clip, well, no need to, have I? Well, we give these a bit of a clean, and the tray, and we'll put something else in these, but we always try to save these and use them again. I mean, I've used these probably 3 or 4 times, so you know, we're getting plenty of use in them. You get like 100 for a pound, or for 80p even, from Poundland. And what I do is snip the edges out here, that corner and that corner, so the water, so you got drainage, and they make perfect little plant pots. So anyway, that's my contribution to saving the planet, by using them over and over and over again. Anyway, that's it for this one. It's another glorious day here on the allotments. Not had rain now for about 2 weeks. Ground's bone dry, and we could do with some rain. But anyway, I hope it's good where you guys are. Thanks for taking the time to watch the videos as well, and again, thanks for all you new subscribers to my channel. Thanks for your comments, guys, and thanks for the thumbs up. So I'm going to wish you all a good day now, and I'm just going to take my garlic home, and I might cook something up tonight. I don't know yet. I have to wait and see. Nice stir fry. So with that, goodbye for now.